Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Andrew Bailey is the head of the Bank of England. He's the governor. He's the man at the top, the man in charge, the man who ultimately makes the decisions. And Nigel Farage has said that should he become Prime Minister, more or less certain now, isn't it? He will fire Andrew Bailey as the governor of the Bank of England. Andrew Bailey will become the ex-governor of the Bank of England. He's also, Nigel, slamming the Financial Conduct Authority as utterly useless and toothless. He's going to vow to reset it, along with the Bank of England, to kickstart Britain's terrible at the moment economy. Asked about the future of Bailey, who's been widely criticised really because he's not really good at his job. He doesn't know what he's doing. He should do one thing, does the other, flaps about and really isn't any good. Farage says that he's had a good run. He says, but it's time for someone new, time for new ideas, time for someone who's prepared to open up the taps and let the economy grow. Quite right. They're also talking about removing the impartiality of the bank and putting it back under political control, because sometimes you need to do things. And if you have an independent bank, they may not be playing ball with what needs to actually happen to boost the economy. I'm not entirely convinced by that argument. I can see why he wants it. I think if you have an independent bank, but you retain the ability to fire the governor, I think at that point you have enough control. I think you can make it clear what you want, and it'll be up to the governor to, sort of take it slowly. You don't want to spook markets. So there is that. I don't know. That's something we'd need to get down on. But as for the FCA, absolutely it's useless. He recently said that they can't control anything. They make regulations, but they can't enforce them. And we need to say what they are, who they are, what they're for, and what they can do. Now, remembering that Farage has worked in the city for a long time, so he understands and knows these organisations and the people. So he is someone who's somewhat expert in this. He isn't just coming in with his pretendy education in economics, like our current wonderful Chancellor. But many people in the know want to see Bailey gone. They see him as a hinderer more than a leader. And he's either way. I think his tenancy is nearly at an end. It's hard to see him lasting even to the end of this Parliament, to be honest. Currently, this is the thing. This is why it's probably going to need a change of law, because currently, the governor of the Bank of England is overseen by the Court of the Bank, which can only remove a governor with the consent of the Chancellor if they're deemed unfit or unable to discharge the functions as the executive of the bank. But who's going to be the Chancellor? Richard Tice, probably. I think he would absolutely fire him straight away. So there we go. The other thing, of course, I was going to say as well, is that Nigel's very keen on getting Britain's cryptocurrency going. Again, not entirely sure. You've got no control over it. It's not a terrible thing to have. I don't. If you're on it, fine, absolutely. I don't think you should run a nation on crypto, though. What do I know? Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Speak soon. Goodbye.